Right, good evening. I'm mixing things up a little bit tonight, doing stuff I enjoy. I've been doing that for quite a lot recently, to be fair. You guys know I've been deloading because things are just feeling a bit battered. So I'm doing a kind of anti-fragile odd lift kind of night tonight. So I'm just doing some log cleans to start with. I'm rubbish at them, so I just want to have a go at them. I do find them quite enjoyable. They are quite tricky to get the technique down. I've worked on my technique. I mean, the best I've ever done on here is about 180, something like that, in terms of a clean, and that was really, really hard. I've just never been great with the technique. So I'm just having a mess around. My log, I think, is something like 35, 36 kilos, and I've just put a plate per side on there. I'm going to go to 2 plates in a moment. I did a couple of sets. I haven't filmed them all. I did a couple of sets just to kind of get into the groove. I think the one I just filmed then was only a single, but I've done a couple of sets of 3 just to kind of get myself into the groove a little bit. It's quite a cold night over here in sunny England. Outside it is currently about 2 degrees, and we've got a bit of sleet coming down, so 1 or 2 degrees, so it's very, very cold outside. My gym, I had the heater on, but it's not really done very much, so in here it's pretty cold. So anyway, I'm going to get 2 plates on there and just see how that feels. I was a bit of an idiot. I did actually just do a set of 2 plates and a 10, and didn't actually record it. I thought I'd press record and I hadn't, so apologies for that. But I moved 2 and a 10, and it was okay. It wasn't great, it was okay. I mentioned earlier on, my technique on these isn't wonderful, to be honest with you. I understand what to do, but just getting my body to do it isn't working. I know you are meant to tilt the handles down. I know you are meant to effectively deadlift it onto your lap and then pull it into your belly and then effectively roll it up. That's the theory, but I am just not very efficient when it comes to any form of clean. My body just doesn't get it. I can tell someone else how to do it, but when it comes to doing it myself, it just doesn't seem to work. So I'm going to top out at 3 plates per side. Today that'll absolutely be enough, because as I said, I just did 2 plates and a 10 per side. Sorry, I'm just looking down at it. I just did 2 plates and a 10 per side, and it wasn't super duper comfortable. It was okay, but I did feel like I was attempting to curl it up more than I was attempting to log clean it. And with an exercise like this, it does put a tremendous amount of strain on your bicep tendons if you're not careful. So I don't want to kill myself doing it by any means, but I'm still gonna, have a go and have a bit of fun. And if it moves, it moves, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. As I said, the best I've ever done on this is 180, and I have no idea how I managed to get it up, because as I said, my technique is horrific on these. Wow, that was really hard. Okay, transitioned into a bit of low incline log press now. So I'm doing a kind of cleaning it onto my knee, rolling up my body, and then pressing it. Just did a quick plate per side. I'm gonna go to 2 plates. And I'll probably stick with 2 plates. I'm thinking 2 or 3 sets of 8 reps. The clean and rolling it up your body is pretty uncomfortable. You guys have seen me do these before, I think here and there. And I think the very best somehow where I've ever managed to do was again about 160, 180. Like 3 plates and a 10 or 4 plates per side. I have no idea how, to be honest with you. But I think I'm gonna go to 2 plates because, like I said, I am kind of taking it easy in terms of the deload a little bit with the joints and things. And I said to you, I've got a bit of the scar tissue in my pec is playing up a little bit at the moment, so I don't want to hurt myself. But because of the setup of the log, it's like a partial press anyway. The handles are located inside the log, and the log, it's almost like having a built-in board press. So it's quite a weird feel, and the grip is a parallel grip as well. So I'm getting a bit of chest, bit of shoulders, and a bit of triceps from it. But as I said, I might not film all the sets. I'm gonna do probably 3 work sets, just with 2 plates per side. I've been attempting to keep these quite strict, but I know I'm not at full strength at the moment, I know I'm a bit injured, but my goodness, these are hard. As I said, I know I'm a bit injured and things, but my goodness, I'm finding these pretty challenging. So yeah, I've just hit 2 work sets with the 2 plates. As I said, the log itself weighs 35, 36 kilos. So it will be in the region of 120 something kilos on there. And I suppose cleaning it up. And when you roll it up your body, my goodness, it's uncomfortable. Yeah, it's pretty uncomfortable rolling up your body, and you really feel it in your sort of ribs and stuff. So it feels very, very different to a bar. Those of you who have had the opportunity to try them, they are good, but I would find it very difficult. I'm not very good with leg drive anyway, But to incorporate leg drive on these, I think will be quite hard. I'm going to try another set of 8, see how that feels. As I said, I'm not trying to strain the pec at the moment, so I might incorporate a bit of leg drive for a couple of reps, see if it feels any better, because they've been pretty strict at the moment. I just had a quick look at the video and I could see my backside was coming off the bench a little bit, so my body was trying to incorporate a bit of leg drive or something. It just happens. You guys know what it's like when things start to get a bit tight and a bit tough. Your body, naturally your hips start to rise up a little bit because your body always tries to find a way. So I'm going to again go for another set of 8, and then rather than letting my hips come up, I might actually throw in a little bit of leg drive if I need it. Right, there you see the difference with throwing in a bit of leg drive. They were pretty easy then. So to be fair, I think I could have probably thrown 3 plates on there if I'd have used leg drive from the outset, but whatever, not a big thing. So I got 2 sets pretty strict, and then I got a set using leg drive, so 3 sets of 8. Okay, I am now going to move on, and I am going to do a little bit of Zercher style deadlifting. Now I'm going to use my trap bar. I'm going to upend my trap bar, and again I'll probably go, I might put around 4 plates on there, maybe 5 plates. Nothing insane. He says, actually, for what am I on about? For a Zercher, no, 4 or 5 plates for a Zercher is actually quite challenging. Okay, I'll scrap that. I'm going to play it by ear. I was thinking, when I was saying deadlift, that's just a normal deadlift. I'm going to play it by ear. Like I said, maybe around 4 plates. We'll see how it goes. I don't want to get too carried away. As I said, I'm trying to rejuvenate the body a little bit, but still having a little bit of fun and doing exercises I don't ordinarily do. These sort of anti-fragile exercises, I like to call them. If you guys ever watched Tom Haviland, you've heard me mention him a few times before, or you've seen like Jailhouse Strong or anyone like that. They throw in a lot of this type of stuff, just picking up big, weird, awkward things, almost like a variation of strongman training, except maybe not necessarily with the strongman lifts. Even I've just used a log. Just pick up something that's a little bit awkward and move it in some way or another. Unfortunately, it's cold and wet and dark, and my ground outside is very damp and slippy, because I would love to go outside and move and carry things, but my gym has quite limited space. It's 5 meters wide, and I think it's about 9-10 meters long, something like that. I can't even remember. But I've got so much equipment in here, I can't really move very far. So to start with, I'm just going to have a go at some Zerchers. Okay, so far I haven't spoken yet, but I've worked up just done 3 plates. And it was okay. I just did 3 plates for a quick double. I'm going to top out now at 4 plates. I think, if I'm perfectly honest, there is more in the tank there. I would say I probably could get, if I really tried today, I'm sure I could probably get 5 plates. But what I'm going to do is get 4 plates. And I'm going to get somewhere between 3 to 5 reps. Zercher deadlifts are not something that lends itself to reps, and just because the setup's really, really awkward. But I'm going to attempt to do 3 to 5 reps. When you drop it down, it bounces and resets it, and it just moves all over the place. So it is quite difficult to control. Normally Zerchers, to be honest with you, I do for a single, or using this implement, I normally pick it up once and then carry it, and I do like a Zercher carry with it. But as I said, because I'm inside and I don't have the room in my gym, I'm just going to attempt to get 4 plates, but again, do it for some reps. Now, in terms of weight on the bar, 180 would be a normal, so it's going to be a little under 200 kilos. It'll be like 196, yeah, 16 kilos extra, so I think it'd be 196, but whatever, that's not the point, it's just hard. This is where I'm my own worst enemy. The 4 plate felt okay. It felt pretty good. I actually found my technique. Literally resetting between each rep worked really, really well. So I am my own worst enemy. This is meant to be a deload, but I'm going to put 5 plates on there because I want to lift something and I want to have a bit of fun. And at the moment, I've been a little down in the dumps, sort of, not down in the dumps, but you know what I mean. It's a recreational hobby, but I've been feeling a little frustrated recently because, you know, the aches and pains and what have you have been playing me up a little bit. And it can be all of the above. It can be a little bit of overtraining, lifting too heavy too often. And it could be age, it could be all of those factors in one. But I found an exercise tonight that I don't feel too weak on, I feel okay. So I'm gonna take advantage of the situation. I just hit the 4 plates for 5 and it felt okay. I think I could have done 10 reps then, to be perfectly honest. So I'm gonna hit 5 plates and just get what I get with it. My technique, as I said, I finally figured it out. Literally reset between each rep, stand up between each rep and just treat it like 5 sets of 1 rather than 5 reps, if you know what I mean. But it's almost like a cluster set rather than putting it together. And because of what I just find, I was just getting out of position. It just felt a bit wonky, but resetting between each one worked. So anyway, enough talk. I'm going to go and put on 5 plates. Okay, I'm finished now. Finally managed to lift something that was half decent. So I got the 5 plates on there for 5 reps, and it wasn't too bad, to be fair. I think what I'm going to do moving forward, having just seen that as an indication, I'm maybe going to focus a bit more time and energy into awkward lifts. What I've been doing, so you know I don't film all my workouts. I've been hitting bodybuilding sessions about 3 days a week at the moment. So I'm doing a kind of push bodybuilding style workout, a lot of conditioning, a lot of circuiting. I've been doing a pull version and I've been doing a leg version. And I think at the moment, because of work and life and things, I'm hitting between, I can always get 6 sessions in, always get 5 sessions in a week. And sometimes I can get 6 sessions in. But on those other couple of days, I think what I'm going to do now is invest a bit more time and energy into awkward lifts, anti-fragile lifts, and just try and reinvigorate myself and enjoy lifting. I love lifting, you know I love lifting, and I haven't been loving lifting at the moment, just out of sheer frustration, because the numbers that I was moving only weeks ago seem like they're light years away at the moment, just because I'm just very banged up and everything really hurts. But having just found that exercise, that was quite good fun. It allowed me to move a little bit of weight. I was pain-free. My lower back wasn't hurting me at all. My upper back is absolutely pumped. My traps feel pumped. My arms feel tired. So that was quite nice. The log cleans, I don't know if I'll invest a massive amount of energy in the log cleans. I think I'm just not very good at them, and I don't know if I want to invest the time into learning how to do them well. When I hit that 3 plates, it moved okay, but I know my technique is terrible. And based on my strength level, I shouldn't be thinking about moving 3 plates on there, or what was once my strength level, should I say. I shouldn't be having so much trouble doing it. I think it's just a lack of efficiency in the exercise, and I'm using way too much sort of bicep and brachialis and stuff. And even though I theoretically know what to do, my body just isn't connecting the dots at the moment. And I'm moving weight just because I'm a bit of a brute, not because I'm being efficient, but ultimately because I'm trying to come back from injury and heal my body up a little bit. I think that is an exercise that potentially could hurt me if I was to really push the weight. Because I think I hit the 3 plates today, you know, at a push, I could maybe get another 5-10 kilos per side on. But again, I'm then dipping into dangerous territory because it's not technique, it's being a brute, and your arms are not designed to curl, you know, 160 plus. My arms are pretty strong, but they're not that strong. So I don't think I'm going to invest a massive amount of time. I enjoy the exercise, but I think I'll stay in my lane with it, and just like work on doing 2 plates and maybe become more efficient with doing 2 plates. Maybe in the long run it might work. But at the moment, I'm not bitten by the bug. I don't have a massive desire for it. Right, anyway, if you haven't seen already, my upload schedule has changed recently, just because of work and life and things like that. I'm finding it pretty difficult to find the time. I've got a lot going on at the moment, but I still, you know, manage to come in and get whatever I can done. So I'm uploading twice a week at the moment, on a Monday and a Friday, and where I can, I will also throw in the YouTube shorts once or twice a week as well. So you'll be getting 2 long format videos from me, all being well, on a Monday regularly and a Friday, and I'm trying to drop them at 7 p.m. So that's UK time. If you're watching from abroad, I apologise. I don't know when that would be, but it's but UK time. So I know a few of you, because you know the algorithm hates me, and I get lost in the algorithm. So if you look out for my videos regularly on a Monday and on a Friday, and they'll be dropping around 6 p.m. Around 7 p.m. UK time. So wherever you're watching from, you'll have to figure that out. But anyway, look out for the videos on a Monday and a Friday. Right, on that note, I am going to go because, as always, I have a client in about 5 minutes. So I need to clear up my gym because I don't think he wants to be deadlifting, Zercher deadlifting 5 plates per side. So you guys take care. Be strong, have a good week, and I'll speak to you soon.